It's a time for more packages from China. Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video I wanted to take a close look at the 8Bitdo arcade stick. So this device is made for different systems. So what you can see over here on the box, it already says that it is compatible with the Nintendo Switch, Windows, Steam and the Raspberry Pi. So that's quite interesting because most of the time when you're looking at certain sticks, they only have compatibility with, let's say, PC, PlayStation or Xbox. And that it also had the option for 2.4 GHz Bluetooth connection. So we can use it with a cable, but also wireless. They are saying that it also gives the option to modify the stick as you wish. For the people who just want to change out some buttons on joystick. Later on this video we'll do a teardown just to give you a quick look how it will look in the inside and how easy it is to modify this joystick. But okay, let's open it up. So when you're looking at a controller, especially arcade, is in my opinion not very easy. And if you want to find like a quality stick in combination with multiple options, you need to pay for it. And there is where the 8Bitdo comes in with a really nice affordable joystick. In the compartment over here we're going to get the cable. It is just a basic Type-C high quality long cable, very interesting. But what I told you, you can use it with a wire and wireless. So very cool that you have the choice of the way you want to play. Comes with a toilet paper manual like always, not really special. But I wanted to do this unboxing together with you guys and give my honest opinion and my first impression. My first impression is quite positive when it comes to the weight of the stick. If you want to have like a cheap stick itself, maybe there's a plate inside the stick that you can remove. But let's take a close look at the joystick. The feel, it's not my first choice. It's an okay joystick. I wouldn't say compared with the wiggle sticks I've seen with the Pandora's box, it's slightly better. The joysticks are like most of the time pretty okay, but let's take a close look at it later if you can change it out. The buttons, they feel quite nice. And what you can see over here, they are like the long travel buttons. So not comparable with Sanwa. I think this is getting really close with the, well, let's say the quality Pandora's box joysticks arcade plug and play device I've reviewed here on the channel. So that looks very nice. At the bottom plate we're going to get 4 very big rubber pads for giving it a nice good grip when it comes to that. Over here we can plug in the cable, but also what you can do is use the dongle that we're going to need for the wireless connectivity. It seems to be that we can fairly easily open it up, so that's what we're going to do later on in the video. Other thing I wanted to show you, what I find a really cool gimmick, we're having this sticker that you can make the choice yourself if you want to use it on here. Of course, put it like this on here with it. If you don't like it, you don't need to use it, of course. Okay, the only downside I noticed with my version, I needed to have a Torque screwdriver. And I did see that some other guys got one with a Phillips screw. It's not a big of a deal, but it's something you need to take into consideration if you want to open it up. It's not like your typical one, and getting yourself like this multi-kit with an extension that doesn't work because the screws are in depth. So they are like very deep and the holes itself are not very wide. So you cannot use, let's say, a multi-tool for that. Well, damn, they are tightened up very well. And like expected, there is one gigantic metal plate in it. A fun fact is, like, I noticed there are 2 plates, so if you want to lower the weight, you can basically like remove one of them if you want to. So, or just what you can do is like remove them at all and make it like this really cheap feel, but it will be very light. Alright, so let's take a close look at the inside. So the first thing I'm noticing is that changing out the buttons will be like easy peasy. Simply because like you need to click those here at the side, you just pull them out and you just replace them with different versions if you want to. In my case I would like grab some Sandblock buttons. The joystick on the other hand, there's quite a long travel on it. You can change out the square gate if you want to, but the question remains, of course, can you replace it with another joystick? I think you can. But this is not going to be a very convenient thing. My freaking button is popping out. Stay there. And the other problem you will have with this is that a little bit of a bummer, man, that this is not like universal. I wish they went with a different, like a semi joystick or a plug that you can just pull it out, put a different joystick in and just put in one cable, like within Pandora's box. So in overall with modification it is possible, buttons okay, but for the joystick it's going to be a little bit more difficult than that. Here you can see like there is a lithium battery inside, so that gives this thing some juice for playing with it in a couple of hours. And here I noticed like what I can see that this is for the wireless connectivity. So they're quite interesting, but there are not a lot of parts in it. So that's it, folk. That's what you're going to get. So let's put it back together and let's play some games and let's test it out. But let's take a close look at the connections over here, because there's a lot of things we can do with the stick. Over here we're going to get the home button that is necessary with some systems like the Nintendo Switch, turbo button, but it's very convenient with shmups. We're having the pair button. Here we can control the sticks if you need it. Then we're having here the switch, they can switch between different systems. You can already see the LEDs over there blinking when you're turning it on. Here we're going to Bluetooth and 2.4 GHz, and of course we're having here the selective start. So the first thing that we're going to do is the PC. But what I need to do first is removing the plastics. Yeah. I find it really annoying. They're always putting these plastic things on the button. Really? Freaking annoying. I can't get them off. Ah! Okay, first up, the first game I wanted to try is a beat 'em up game. Of course, my favorite game of all time is Street of Rage. But the reason I wanted to try this game out, because especially when it comes to these beat 'em up games, it's very important that the joystick responds very well because of the movement that you need to make of walking around. But so far good. I noticed like the joystick indeed has a very long travel. Not the biggest fan of it. It's an okay joystick, let's put it this way. Okay, next up, one of my favorite games I love to play and test out with an arcade stick is Breaker's Revenge. And this game, it's super important that the joystick is responsive. Otherwise, this game is just completely unplayable. So, let's try the first fireball. If I compare this with my Neo Geo AES I'm having, the joystick is just as responsive, only I know like due of the long travel, it's just okay. So let's do a super move. Oh crap, personal handicap. But even with the cheap feel joystick, I'm noticing that this is responsive even also with the wireless connectivity that I'm using at this moment. No input lag or any problems. It's more like personal handicap of mine. So my opinion, when it comes to the joystick, it passes the test big time. So what do I think of the 8Bitdo arcade stick? And overall, I'm very satisfied with it. But there are some things that really annoys me. To begin with is, of course, the joystick. I wish they give you like a better joystick for your money, because this is not a cheap stick. It is multi-platform compatible, and that is more, in my opinion, also like an issue with these arcade sticks. It's not compatible with every single platform. I don't know how it will be like compatibility with Xbox, the newer systems, and of course the PlayStation 5. Take that in consideration before you're going to buy it. Modification is possible. The button is just easy peasy, but for the joystick it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, let me know in the comments what do you think of this. Do you own this stick and what is your experience? Well, thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit the little bell, become one of the Wicked family, and I will see you in the next video.